Good morning. Um, Another Monday morning trading. What was I doing? All right. Jimmy, how's your weekend going? How's your trading going this month? Closing up another month. Old March wanted to shoot on by. On SQ or no. On today, we have a couple of stocks that I've been watching for a while. SI, which is a banking stock that I've been watching. Me and Lori, we were watching this one, and it was around $2. Would not hold $2. Fell down, and now is back trying to test $2 here on Monday morning. Also, I'm watching Bank of America, and I'm watching Charles Schwab and Square. And from last week, we also saw GBIO, that Moderna. I gotta speak right. Moderna, or Moderna, invested upfront cash into it and a $36 million investment within that company. So watching all of these stocks, SIVB still in a halt, has not unhalted yet since this big dump. But yeah, these are some of the stocks that I'm watching. Let's jump over to the scans real quick. So on the scans, I see Charles Schwab. I see Lori Lee says SI is over. I don't know. I really don't know. The news on today was that the banks were bouncing back up, and that's why I'm thinking we're seeing all of this bullish movement in the banks. I don't know if it's just over, but SI questionable. We'll see. It's Monday morning, so we'll see how that news digests. Let's look at some of this news on TOS, or the SPY at least. All right, so let's see. U.S. stocks poised to start new trading week higher on hopes of resolving bank crisis. Analyst warns no news would be good news. Let's see. Says biggest risk to sovereign credit ratings. Central banks raising interest rates. So yeah, if they keep on playing with the interest rates, it may not be such a recovery like everybody's thinking. Let's see. China's foreign minister said China's attitude towards developing a healthy, stable, and constructive Sino-U.S. relationship remains unchanged. Nice. Okay. Mississippi. Oh yeah, we had storms all through here this week. Tornadoes. We had some hail yesterday. I was driving through. 23 dead and dozens injured last night. Definitely a fact here in Mississippi. Let's see. Fed returned $76 billion to Treasury in 2022. Okay, that was news from the 24th. We're not worried about that. Let's look at some more recent news. FRC was having a little bit of bounce up. The only thing about FRC, the banks that I'm really focused on are the bigger name banks like Bank of America, Charles Schwab, those international banks that came down. That's my focus. Some of these other ones that fell, like FRC, they may take a while to get back up. And their recovery may not be as strong as something like Bank of America or Charles Schwab or some other big international banks. So I'm looking to put my focus towards those banks. Plus, they're all the banking stocks are paying dividends. So, it's like you get paid to hold a small amount, no matter how small it is, And so I'm looking to build into those as well. But I wanted to see how last week closed, and I want to see, would there be any news this Monday? Would there be no news or what before I started kind of peeling into it? Speaking of, these are the stocks that I'm looking at that were on the watch list, looking very attractive this morning. SI, don't know what it's going to do. It's just going to have to play out. Bank of America, of course, had a nice little gap up, 27 up here to the 27.84s. Schwab, again, I wanted to get this one under 50, but it's only giving us one opportunity off the major dip or off the major fallout under 50. I was like, I wanted to get it under. It's at 54 right now, so it's one of those things. Do I bite the bullet and buy it now and start building position now? If it falls under 50, maybe add, or do I just wait and kind of, I wouldn't even call it be patient, because it's already holding levels. So it's like, does it have another leg down or not? Square was another one that came down. That's another larger name, but we'll see. Lori said SI can't even hold $2. That's what I was trying to see. It's at 193. It's only 7 cents away. But I don't know. I mean, SI was so crypto related. Will it be able to compete with the big banks? We jump over here to my my older watch list. We got SI up there, CDIO still up there for that heart or coronary heart disease detection, still holding around that $4 level. UNC was still looking for that approval on the phosphate pill. It went back under $2. PLTR still holding around that 200 SMA moving average. AMAM had a nice little roll up here from $1 all the way up to like $9 and holding around 9 now. Mara, crypto stocks, crypto sentiment movers. CLSK, BKKT, SI, Riot. All of these stocks are... Oh, I thought I took these off. These little things that I didn't know what they were doing. I removed that. Remove. Okay. And then we got these banking stocks and GBIO that I'm still wondering, is it going to react to that news for Moderna investing in it? It is a little bit higher float, which is why I really was patient on it. Didn't want to do anything drastic, but it's just been holding right under this $5 level over the last couple of days. So I don't know. Will it come back and test? I was looking for that 450 test down to the 425 to make a double bottom, but I don't know if we're going to get it. We'll see. Or with it being that big of a float, does it even have the volatility to get back down there to sweep up some shares? But for today, though, things get in volume. We got FRC, SGFI, KVSC, Tesla, Pac Bank, and it was under $9 or under $10. Bank of America, CCL, UBX, DB, and SCHW, Schwab. So I got my eyes open this Monday morning, just seeing how the rat race runs and seeing if any kind of new news comes out or, anything that would deter me from adding to a position or starting a position. Now, you never know. At the open, we might see some nice little rips because of that no news or low news amount that happened today with the banking stocks. So we'll have to see. But they did get quite a bit of a gap up. I'm going to take SIVB off of here. I think they got purchased by somebody, SIVB. Let's see. First Citizens Bank to buy Silicon Bank. Silicon Valley Bank out of FDIC receivership. So somebody's purchasing them. Let me add that over here. Add a group. SIVB buyout by financial or First Citizens. And again, this company, I mean, it may be a big, I mean, this bank may be a big bank, but it's not. I mean, I've never heard of First Citizens, so I'm like, should I throw money in there? I don't know. Okay, we got that one in there. SIVB buyout by First Citizen. And as this news get older, like the older it gets and the worse the patterns look, I'll just get rid of whatever news. I don't know. I might keep it. I don't know. We'll have to see. I like to keep up with the pressing matters, those things that really are going to affect a lot of people. We'll see what FRC does out of the open as our largest mover so far. $18 million shares traded. What is the news on SGFY? Signify Health shares are trading higher as CVS Health said it expects to close on the acquisition of Signify around March 29th. So that's a SGFY. It's only up 5%, but it is a larger float. Looking at the daily chart, though, looks like it's been holding flat around this 28 for quite a while, a couple of days. KBSC, no news there. Bitcoin just has a bunch of market chatter news. Nothing really relative to us today. Let's get it. So on the daily chart for Schwab, it had this huge dump down to 45, and then it's kind of holding these levels here right above this indecision of the 51. I would love to see it get below this 51 and get back into this this short area down here below the 50s. And I will definitely look, even if it keeps going down, I'm going to be adding small little bits as it goes down. Very small. Then Bank of America, same idea. Don't really have an obvious wick down there like Schwab had. It is under this $30, $29 level. And I don't know if it's filled this gap. Yeah, filled that gap right there all the way back to 2021, $26. But can it continue down to like maybe the 25s? Because at this point, I'm just interested at under 50. You know, and all of them look good to me because they're all under 50. And I know for a fact, Bank of America is a recovery stock. It'll come back up. GBIO again over the $5. Very light volume down there. Only 11,000 shares traded. We'll have to see the open on that one. Pop out here. All right. So for any low float movers on the day, of course, I like to go over my little thing so I don't forget. Want to know, is it a low float for a day trade? How many outstanding shares? Is it a top 10 volume mover? Does it have a catalyst? Is the retracement worth the risk? What is the competition on the day for it? Has the competition doubled or tripled its volume? Are the shorts strongly winning intraday? And is there momentum showing signs of weakness? Are there any large areas of interest on the level 2? So for today, we're seeing still a lot of the higher share size stocks moving, those banking stocks. So we got to identify a low float first that wants to compete with them. For right now, banking is still top priority on most people's minds. Let me flip over here to yes. Oil at 70 bucks. See the SPY at 398. So right around these tops. ENQ. Definitely pressing its way up. Had a nice little descent. It has broken out of that descent there on the ENQ. Where are my trend lines? It had a strong little downtrend there from the 16s, broke out of that, and has started to uptrend there. But we'll see which one it ends up holding. Extend to the right. Extend to the right. All right, so seems like it's going to be another interesting day of continuation for the bank stocks. More and more continuation. I mean, they've had almost 100 million shares traded in them almost every day. FRC and okay, we'll get that done. Okay. See, GBIO keeps on doing these freaking dips down, which makes me not trust it. SPY also had a little bit of a gap up as well from 396 up here to the 398s. We have about 10 minutes to the bell. SI is still creeping towards that $2 very slowly on low volume. And has not received any more news that I'm seeing. No more pressing news, rather. First Citizen shares leap on SVB deal as Novartis stock boost by breast cancer drug trial. Let's see what that's talking about. Novartis. Copy that and go up here. Okay, let's see what Novartis is. It's a breast cancer drug trial. $83.59. Okay. NVS. Wow. Definitely got a little bit of a gap up from 83 up to the 89s, but we're going to have to see how volatile that gets. Very low volume right now. NVS. Let me look at that news. NVS. Okay. Starting with this morning, they have a phase 3 Natalie trial meets primary endpoint at interim analysis, demonstrating clinically meaningful benefit in broad population of patients with early breast cancer. And that's it on that one. Gets positive results. Okay, so they actually are close to finishing their trial and coming out with good reports. So that's always good. They are a little bit higher priced. What is the shares on this one? Okay, Novartis shares outstanding and float. Float is 2.03 billion, so definitely a higher float one. Profile based out of Switzerland. Switzerland there. Novartis AG researches, develops, manufactures, and markets healthcare products in Switzerland and internationally. The company operates through two segments, innovative medicines and Sandoz. The innovative medicine segment offers prescription medicines for patients and physicians. It also provides cardiovascular, ophthalmology, neuroscience, immunology, hematology, and solid tumor products. The Sandoz segment develops, manufactures, and markets finished dosage forms of small molecule pharmaceuticals to third parties. It also provides protein or other biotechnology-based products, including biosimilars and biotechnology manufacturing services and anti-infectives, such as active pharmaceutical ingredients and intermediate, primarily antibiotics. Okay, so they have a license and a collaboration agreement with Alnylam Pharmaceuticals to develop, manufacture, and commercialize oh my gosh, these words are killing me. Therapy to reduce LDL cholesterol. They were incorporated in 1996. It's been a long time coming, huh? They're trying to get over 100 again, huh? Okay. They were once at what, $99, $98. They never really broke over that $100, but it looks like they've been trading sideways for a long time. Like, look at these ranges, always like 90 and then coming back down to 81, 90, coming back down to 75. So kind of just holding very consistently above those 80s. And now today they are up to 89 something. So back up here to the 90s. Sup, Donnell? Watching a couple today that were moving on the previous weeks. A lot of continuation still in the banks. We have about 4 minutes to the bell. We're going to see how active it gets. Still slow. Yeah. Still very slow. Not really seeing any big gainers percentage wise other than FRC. 31%. 20 million shares on the board. So we'll see if FRC if it wants to just get choppy this morning or what. Or if it wants to just move up big. So far the biggest candle movements on the 15-minute hasn't really got, well, it's got a couple million shares in there. Couple million shares, but the real volume is going to come at open. We're going to see the actual what it wants to do. But it definitely on the 4-hour has been pulling up off of this 1460 very strongly. So maybe we'll look for a test of 1460. Will it fail or will it rip? Put a little bit of support down here on the 4-hour for 1450. Let's look at some of these levels. SI has a previous level that it held right here at the 150s. A little bit of support there. 160-ish. Down to the $1. Bank of America starting to get a little gas behind it, which I don't like. I would love for it to continue down. Square has repeatedly held this 59, or I guess it would be a $60 level that it's holding around. Let's see if it can break that down. MVS, not really focused on trading MVS. I just saw the news and pulled it up. And then GBIO, I would love to see this thing back to 425. Hopefully the banks take all the eyes from it. All right, so we just got the open. Let's go to FRC first as our top volume mover. FRC, little back and forth right there. Everything is red so far. SI, Bank of America, and Schwab are holding though. These were the two that I was like, oh, this looks good. So they were holding above the 53. I wonder, will they get down there and test this consolidation level again? I hope so, but we'll see. I want these banks under 50. Actually, BAC is already under 50, but I don't want to buy high. Rather buy a dip. FRC pumping back up green a little bit. 23 million shares on that one. Okay. Looking like it's getting a little push down. Nice push down there. FRC. Big push down, strong push down there. Down 4%. Short's getting really aggressive on it. Nice pop back up off the 1550-ish level. But again, this is the point where I'm like, I wonder, will it get through this point right here? Or will it test this point of the 1460, 1470s? Okay, SI Only 20 cents away from that 160. BAC hit a top of the 28.18, but this is definitely probably going to be a grinder all day, holding green. SPY looking upwards as well. Will it go ahead and break back under the 398s? Schwab, yes, come down, baby. Come on down and continue down. GBIO holding the 5 again. Continues to hold the 5. So the break point on GBIO is what, 525s, but it's been weird. It's definitely been weird multiple days where it'll get the 5, it'll pop up there to 525 real quick and then fall. So I don't know. NVS holding flat here, very low volume, looking like it wants to get over the 90s. 89.50 about to be on the board, looks like. Square, come on down and test that 60. Come through that 60. Co-op. Oof. Not seeing anything under $2 that's really looking worth it. GBIO above 510 now. But as I like to see on any kind of day trades that I'm looking to take, if I'm looking to take a day trade, I want to look at that competition too. And this competition has definitely doubled and tripled its volume there. SI dumping down to the 175s. That 160 point was the last point that it actually was holding, but now that it's gapping away from $2, not looking too good, down 6% out of the open. Only 9 million shares. We'll see if any other competition comes and knocks it down the list. Okay, we got PYXS. What is this? No news. I don't like it. So over here on my scans, what just popped in, PYXS, not looking great. No real news or anything. This was a Pyxis Oncology, had news last week. Got up to the 350s out of the open and came back down. 9 million shares traded on it, but no news there that I'm seeing. And they're in phase 1 trial, so definitely not what we're looking for. And then we got some under $2 here. CRKN, 30 cents. COEP, and none of them are showing any kind of news either. Berkshire Grey to go private in 375 million merger deal with SoftBank Group. This COEP looks like it's always giving back profits. Look at those big old wicks. Okay. So yeah, a lot of things just playing out right now. Jumping back over to Street Smart. SI down 8% now. So it is taking itself out the game. Bank of America getting a little bit more volume as well. Let me go back here to the watch list and see what's happening back here. SI, CDIO, UNC, AMAM. All of the crypto movers are red. So that may be why SI is moving in that sentiment. GBIO jumped up to 531. What in the world, bro? Come on, bro. Bro, this is what I'm talking about with GBIO. It's weird. It'll jump up, it'll break, and then it'll come back down. Up 3% on the day to 533s there. But of course, I'll be patient. Will it be able to compete with the larger stocks though? Up 30, wow. Jump 30 cents like that. Okay, FRC coming on down to this 1460-ish level. Not a low float, not a stock of interest, just wanting to see it fail so something else can take the light. That's possibly a low float. Schwab coming on down as well. And none of these, that the ones that I don't like for day trades, I'm looking to trade specific areas on them. Like with Square, I would like to see it come down. If it comes down, what, 50-ish, from the 55 to the 50, I'm okay with that price range. I just pick up a couple shares and be good. And then, you know, I keep watching it. If it wants to come down some more, add a little bit more. You know, build a position in that thing while it's on the lows. But these are not what I'm looking for day trades on these banking stocks. All of them are high float, high market cap, and they can get really, really choppy. So I don't want to have to stress my brain trying to get a profit. I want to be like, okay, I know I bought a low, and I'll buy a lower low, and I'll buy a lower low until these things start to turn. My object is to continue to average down until I get to a point where I'm like, I think that's enough. That's enough. But it may not ever get to that point. I may continue investing in them because they are dividend stocks as well. GBIO, I can't believe you. Popping up to 535, 536. Wow. Almost 540. Well, at least I know I was watching the right thing. It's just low volume, but it had some very good news this past week. I just didn't expect this morning. Wow, wow, wow. Broke the 40s. Look at all that look at this size coming in here, man. Almost 550. Come on, slam, man. Don't make me feel FOMO. Slam on them. Wow. Okay. Okay, so can it get slammed at the 550s? Let me look on this ask here. No huge sizes anyway. Not a lot of eyes down here right now, but definitely trending upwards off that $5. Starting the week looking very good. Looking over here on TOS, some of these volume movers under $2. CRKN, that daily chart got up there to 32 cents. I mean, that is just not impressive. Moved from 21 cents up to 32 cents. You got to be taking some very big size to make money on something like that. Lot of risk. COEP, same deal. Moved from 170 up to the $2. So about a 30 cent movement in there. BGRY, not much movement at all on that one. Only 3 million shares traded, being that cheap. Okay, so we got some more competition rolling up on the board too. Amazon and AMD are coming to contend for the top 10. We'll see if they can overtake PACW. That's a banking stock. And then BAC, Bank of America, is still up there in the top 6. So we'll see. Man, oh man, I love these bank stocks falling. And like I was saying last week, the biggest reason that I'm doing this is because during the other fall that we saw during COVID, I didn't do anything during the bottom. I was like, I'll just wait until low flows come back in. But I'm building portfolios now, so I'm thinking a little bit different about these dipping stocks, especially the bigger name international stocks. GBIO. Now this looks like a trap, a bull trap, because all of this volume and it's just all of a sudden just melts down to nothing. So this first 15-minute candle was only 140,000 shares. That's scary. Let's see if it can hold above $5. Immediately pumps green. It's like, yeah, I can hold. Let's see that break of the 550s there on the tape. We see the 47s. And the previous high up there was the 580s. 580 level would be definitely new highs and probably going to, well, new highs for this current period that we're in. It's definitely been higher. But at this point, looking like a double top at the 47s, right under the 550s. Bank of America breaking out there, grinding higher. I'm wondering why Bank of America is doing so well and Schwab isn't really doing the same sentiment, even though it's a bank. It's not following the same sentiment. GBIO hit a high of 51, so it did crack the 50 right there. We'll see if that was a false break and if it wants to come down. Square moving up as well off the 60-ish level. 4 hour looking still pretty flat. SI holding around this 180 level. Holding up. Oh, it did get down there and test this 174 though. So 174 was its first hold point. Will it retest the 174s and hold, or does it want to go ahead and break down to the 160s? 12 million shares traded on it. FRC continuing right down here to this support level. Now, like I said, this isn't low float, but this support level, I think we're going to see a bounce. We're going to see if it actually bounces here around this 1460-ish level, or will it just slip through? Down 18%, holding 19% of its gains on the day. Okay, slipping through there at that support level. Will it get bought here? Slipping through, slipping through. Will it reclaim this level is the question. So this is kind of like the entries that I like, but I like this on low floats because I'm looking for it to slip through. I'm looking for it to hold and retake this level of the 1470. But I like to wait for that first hour to play out though. You know, I like to let some candles close. Let me see the formation. What are you trying to do? Will you even bounce? Down 10% now. Nice little bounce down to the 1425s. SI continuing to come back up towards $2 off of that 175 hit. Trying to come back green on the day. Only 5 cents away from the $2 break. Huge buy up though from the 75. That's a 25 cent buy up. All right, GBIO finally resting its case, coming on back down, only up 6%. So now at this point, it's like, okay, if someone was to open their scans and not know anything about today, what tickers would they see? What tickers would be up on their scans right now? They would see PYXS up 30%. They would see FRC up 18%, 41 million shares. So at this point, you know, it's like, okay, we need to think of who's coming into the market like right now. Oh, PYXS. Throw that one up there. $15 million shares traded, dipping right now. 20, and I think this was one of the ones that didn't really have any catalyst. Yeah. So we look on Street Smart Edge, it's coming back into this 280 level. 280 level with 15%. Big downwards movement from the 350s though. Big downwards movement. And I'm looking for any kind of reason for it to bounce though. In the news. Not seeing it, but it is a lower float. I mean, it may give some revive bounce just because the shorts want to take profit, maybe at the 28. Whoops. Maybe at this 280. And then I guess the next level will be 250. I don't know which level it wants to push to, but it's already down 11%. So it's giving back, if it's down 10, it was up to, what, 37%? It's giving back 10%. Interesting. Okay, GBIO coming on down just like we needed to. Would love to see that retest of 425 to 450. The other thing that with these longer term or swing plays, I am very, very stubborn. I only buy levels where I want to see it at. Like if it doesn't get there, I'm just not interested. You know, SI over $2. SI is over $2. Yep. I saw that, Lori. Over $2 for SI. Interesting. But we still have quite a while before this first hour closes. This is just the observation hour. 17 million shares traded on it, though. It's going to end up taking one of the lead spots here on the $2 movers if it can hold up too. If it can hold up too. There it goes, back under 2. Let's see if the shorts can actually win this battle and get it all the way and hold it under 2. It's only up 16% compared to some of these other 30% movers. We also got the CRKN getting a lot of trading as well. No news though, CRKN. CRKN, it's only 25 cents with 19 million shares traded. Somebody's getting crushed in this thing. SI with a little bit of a struggle up here at the $2. It is barely on the board here on the scans. Popped over here 201, barely holding. Maybe people will see it and they'll come try to pick it up or not. Not really pushing strongly away from that 2 though. And also, I like to look at the competition on the day. FRC, is it doubling or tripling the volume of the current stock that may have some interest? You know, this one's got about 20 million. It's getting up there. It's pretty much doubling it. I would love to see FRC really fail out and give up the ghost and let SI take over on the day. But we're gonna see, where do the eyes flow? Where do the traders flow? Where is the majority of the stupid? Only 8 cent, 8-cent breakout from the 2. Not very impressive. So previous high on SI, Friday was 217. Right? And neither time that it's been up here on the during this pre-market has it broke that 217. It's having troubles even at the 210s. 211s, 213, and a slowdown. 13. Yeah, this one's acting odd. 12 cents over the 2, and now the test of time. Can it actually hold the 2? PYXS continues to dump down. No reason for it to be bought back up. FRC holding right under this previous level of the 1465s. But looking at this trend, it hasn't given a green candle at all. And what's the probability of the next candle jumping all the way back up here to 16? Not very likely, especially with it losing its percentage gains. Because when people are scanning for percent gainers, you know, they try to set it pretty high as to what they're looking for to trade. And so this may not even show up. They want to see that momentum upwards. This one's showing some strong momentum downwards. And it needs to pop what? From here, a full 50 cents back over this level to show strength. SI coming back under the 210s, struggling under that previous high of the 217, not being able to break out immediately. So anybody that bought this breakout, 212, they would have got a 2-cent breakout there to the 214 and then been in this thing like, oh my goodness, I hope it goes higher. It may work out for them though. We'll see. Square. Bank of America coming on down. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, so I need to get ready for my meeting coming up in like a minute. I will continue watching these plays. I'm interested. We got a lot to watch today. We'll see what SI wants to do. But you guys, if you're going to continue trading, be careful and be safe. Let me pull up the Discord. Do I even have Discord open right now? If you want to join the Discord where we continue the trading conversations, you can definitely watch or join the Discord. And you know, sometimes people don't even talk in the Discord. You don't have to talk. I mean, you can just see what we're talking about. And if you want to join in, you know, you do you. Some people just be on phantom mode. I be seeing them and they be just sneaking around. But there's a Discord, whether you're on Twitch or YouTube. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. And I will definitely see you on Wednesday. Of course, this weekend we had major storms here in Mississippi. Like we saw the news earlier, there was 23 deaths and a lot of injuries. So I already know I'm going to be, you know, kind of busy with the networks being down. We had a couple power outages, so I'm expecting some calls today. But yeah, y'all be careful, be safe. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Dang it, what did I forget something? I did forget something. What was I saying? Oh, and as always, SI breaking over the 212s right there. Oh, I can't. Okay, I got to get off. All right. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.